The name of my magazine is called Be Cause, and I put like kind of a subtitle to kind of elaborate a little bit, but it's called Mindful Passion. And
Beautiful.
and the reason I chose mindfulness to be like the first kind of big project that I wanted to do was because I mean it's in my title, so I kind of should probably elaborate, but just being cognizant of everything that's going on, I feel like is a really big step in getting things to change.
Right.
Because if you're not aware and if you don't understand what's going on, you won't have any passion or compassion towards anything that's happening. And if you don't, then nobody's going to take any steps forward in trying to change anything. It's a very I mean, it's very lofty aspirations, but
it's
I'd rather be lofty than a little hypercritical of anything. Right. I actually, after high school, I moved to Ecuador. I lived in Quito, where I was working in the open air markets. But
so you know what I'm talking about.
I do know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. And it's very striking also when you return and you kind of see the difference between, people that you can commiserate with that have been outside and know, what's going on, and the people that, have no idea what's happening. And granted, I mean, you kind of feel a bit more burdened because, I mean, personally, I want to change things and I want to help. And, but also, I mean, I feel like life is much richer when you can appreciate too everything that you have.
Exactly.
But and to want to just kind of shake people and be like, there's other stuff going on besides the fact that they won't text you back.
Oh my gosh. So
but so I mean, it is absolutely something that I hope comes out of the movement too.
It sounds like you've done a lot of meditation.
I've dabbled.
Yeah.
I definitely. I mean, you spoke at one point about like the transcendental meditation. I mean, in my theology classes and psychology classes, I've almost like tended towards like the mindfulness and the meditation because it's very interesting and the whole transcendental and the the sublime experiences that you can have but I mean, I also I like to travel, and when I do, I often tend towards like the natural kind of areas and doing a hike, which is really
moving meditation.
Yeah, I mean, you have or running as well. When you don't have music,
right?
You're just focusing on your breathing and everything that your body is doing, and it's so like fantastic and relaxing, but invigorating at the same time. And by the end of it, you just feel like you're on top of the world, or you are on top of the world,
or you have gotten there.
How you can kind of be mindful when you're in like the presence of some grand natural kind of I guess spectacle or whatever you call it. I went into the Red Center when I was in Australia and seeing like Uluru and the Valley of the Winds and going up into Kakadu too in the Northern Territory, and it's really something, and it really kind of puts you in perspective too, those massive kind of landscapes. Also because of the kind of reverence that is held for those areas too. It's really an experience to be there, and you do feel completely outside of yourself, and you're just absorbed in everything.
Right.
But